Hey, big shout outs to everyone there. It's fun time here today. Hang on, I want to play this through here a little bit. Hey, Melissa's Freedom, we're good to see you in the 12th man in there. We got Kurt Manley in there. Proud Islander, good to see you. Pseudo and Brenda. And CJ, good to see you in there. Good supporter. Good to see you all the way from Australia, Melissa's Freedom. Got Nuts and Crackers in there. Hey, Nuts. Tupelo, it's a real boy. Canada RV. Oh, no, you don't. Things are getting spooky in the neighborhood. Hey. Let's bring me in here. Hey, you guys. How's it going? How's it going? 35 in the room. Nice to see you in there. It's me. Yeah. I was, hey, Carl 2.0. Good to see you. I was just playing, I don't know, something on my track system here. And I don't know, I was like, surprised me. And that little ditty popped up there as sort of a, you know, hey, I guess it's that time of the year. And kind of went with my kind of a spooky place where I live here. You know, looks kind of spooky right there. Let's see what else we might have here. What's up next in the queue here? You never know what the next song is when it surprised me. Oh, yeah. Okay. We'll take that one. That's a little less spooky than the last bit there. So how are you doing today? How's your day? As you can see, it's a nice day outside there for me. Really nice. Very contrasty day. Bright up there, nice and sunny. Just a little bit of light cloud in there, but clear. Clear over there. Sun is coming over on that side there. I don't know. It's not really a hot day where I live here, though, up in Canada. The high for today, I think, is 16 degrees Celsius. So, you know, it's not even making like 70 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's not a super great day out there. But it's, you know, I guess nice enough to go outside and do some things and, you know, have a bit of fun. That sort of thing. How are you doing? Smoking a cigar? Watching Tommy Temper? Yeah. It's Friday all. Right on, right arm. That's what you say. Well, it's actually Thursday right now, but tomorrow's Friday. But close enough on that one there. Close enough to smoke a cigar anyway. Gregory, hey, good to see you. Tommy Temper gives us the wave there. Good to see you. Proud Islander, good to see you popping in here. Good mod over there at Kelly's. So good to see you over here. I think I made you a mod over here too. So I'm not looking at my actual stream, but I'm looking at StreamYard here, where I can bring up a guest or something like that. Let's see if we can invite somebody up here. Let me just put the StreamYard post in here. And let me pump that out. There's the StreamYard. Let me get my little thing out here so I can pin that. Got to go right to my channel. And find that. There we are. There's the live show. Got to go right to my and give me a thumbs up. We only got Hey, we only have 10 thumbs ups. Come on. 47 people watching and 10 thumbs ups. I don't know we can do better than that. Sable, good to see you there, Sable. 007, good to see you. Got Canada RV. See you in there. Gregory, it's a real boy. Got Carl 2.0 in there. Yeah, typical Night in the Hood. Yeah, exactly. So just like my stream says right here, I fired the stream up just because. No other reason other than just because. And how long I'm going to be streaming, I don't know. What we're going to do today, I don't know. Tommy, I'm going live at 4 p.m. today to sing. You're going to sing. Hallelujah. Ooh, that's pretty loud. Okay, there you go. Okay, who made me do that?
What the dog doing?
I know, the dog made me do it. Hey, how you doing out there, by the way? Good to see you. Good to see you. Nice to see you in there. I'm kind of having a bit of fun out here. I was watching a bunch of other stuff, YouTube-wise, before I came here. Lots of footage and feeds and stuff like that on the war that's going on there. Lots of people talking about that. You know, whichever side you're on, it's not a good thing. I wish they wouldn't be fighting. I wish they would stop fighting, come to some kind of somebody's got to put together some kind of a peace treaty or something there so that they don't keep on fighting. It's not good to see stuff like that at all. At all. But yeah, good to see you're going to be going live there, Gregory, doing your thing. Got Cliff in there saying hi to Gregory. Must be friends over there. 12th Man, how are you doing up in Alaska? What's cooking with you? Hope you're doing well. I'm doing well here. And Gregory, thanks a lot for joining up to my channel here. Appreciate that. That's why your name is in green there, because he's actually a member on that join button. I have that join button where people can join to become a channel member. So that shows appreciation if you see somebody in my chat with a green number, or green name rather. So we do appreciate that. Much appreciated. Okay, what else is going on there? Sable, you've been doing your thing there. I've been watching your channel there. Sable has a small channel. You're doing, I don't know whether that's a 24/7 stream that you're doing or what, but you definitely are streaming an awful lot, trying to get some relevance with your channel there by streaming the design, whatever, like pretty much 24/7. So Sable just dropped the link there. Nightbot dropped that link there. So check it out. Check out Sable's channel. Yeah, Sable, you've been promoting your channel all over the place there. So you have to get more subs. When you get more subs, then you'll get more viewers. But the other thing, you know, and I've often thought about this because, you know, I see people that try and do like a 24-hour stream. And, you know, with what you're doing, Sable, you know, with, you know, some motion or graphics or something like that and some music, and just to leave the stream on for a long time. And I've often thought about doing that, but I don't do that. And I kind of don't do it for a reason. And it's because in my mind, I think if people come there and, you know, they see what you're offering, in their mind, they know that if they go back there the next time, they're probably going to get the same thing. So you have to offer people some real content with real stuff, with real things. You know what I mean? So that they can see things and they can hear things and things that they're going to want to come back for, right? That's the important thing, right? You know, think about that in your mind. Do something that will bring some people back. And the other thing is, when I go on with a really long stream, I find that like I'm kind of motivated and I'm talking a lot and I'm doing things like first on in the stream. But then as the stream goes on, after an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, you know, like you would expect, a person becomes a little more lackluster. Like, for example, I was watching Andy this morning where he did like an 8-hour stream overnight, right? And I watched the very end of his stream to see what did he look like at the end of his stream. And he was like a zombie looking there like that with all the bombs and stuff going off on his stream. You know what I mean? So like you kind of lose your luster after a while. So for that being said, it's probably not a good idea to do a super long stream. Do a short stream, whatever, an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, something like that. Keep your vigor up. Keep it, going. Keep everything, motivated. And just do a short stream, right? And do something that keeps people involved and that they're watching you and they go, oh, yeah, that's cool. I want to watch more of this. And that they're seeing, some kind of content, not just a graphic and some music. You know what I mean? Like, just saying. Hey, we got 007 popping onto the stream here. Hey, 007, how you doing? You just get your mic hooked up there. But like I'm saying, it's a kind of thing where you want to bring some kind of content that people or that people are going to go, oh, what's happened next on this show? Like what's next to come up, Hey, 007, you got your mic on there?
Tommy Tampa, how you doing, man?
Sounded good. We hear you 100%. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm was just talking to a couple of friends in my Magic Treehouse group, and I've last couple of days I've had bad headache. Like it's been on the edge. Like yesterday, it was on the edge of a migraine. So I took a pharmaceutical, man, because I was I couldn't get rid of it. It was there all bloody day, and it was sort of throbbing really bad. And then today the same. The thing is, it's I've identified it with some, I've made correlations between certain things, and I'm pretty sure it's not anything, it's not like anything normal, like dehydration or anything like that. I think it's about what's being sprayed and what's going through the air, the electromagnetic frequencies and all that.
Something's affecting you. Hey, I went in. Oh, hang on. Maybe I might have to go into your audio settings here. I went and deleted
you got an
echo. Yeah, echo cancellation. Okay. I think that got rid of it there. I went into your settings. I actually went in and I adjusted your settings because your mic was a little bit low. I brought it up a little bit. There, I turned on echo cancellation. I can't hear myself now.
Yeah, I can tell.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that echo is getting in.
I'm not sure. Actually, do you know what it is? It's because I got the loop going on the. I'm looping back through the audio interface so that I could use my soundboard. That's why.
Oh, okay. Do you think it's fixed now?
I've just taken it off. So
let me see. Let me go into. I'm going to go into your mic settings here because sorry, this is sort of technical stuff. If I get rid of echo cancellation.
1 2 1 2.
Okay, so I went into your mic settings and I got rid of echo cancellation. I got rid of mic background noise because you're like on a good setup with headphones. You don't need any of that crap. And then I turned up your mic just a bit. So I hope that makes you sound really good now.
I can stream this to my audience.
Really good. You sound great now. You sound perfect. That's a good mic you have there too.
It's only cheap. It's not a massively expensive one. I'm going through a PV 6BT desk into a Yamaha AG03 audio interface, and then into.
Is that like an XLR mic?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, no, it sounds good. It sounds good. It's got good bass response. Like
I've got
decent
full
mic.
EQ on the because I sing with it, don't I? So I use it for singing when I do my live music.
Right on. Whereabouts are you located?
Tenerife. in the Canary Islands, off the west coast of Africa.
Wow. Isn't that where the ships all like landed just before they headed over to North America in the old days when they were exploring North America?
I'm not sure, but quite possibly, and maybe likely. It's where Hitler was during the Second World War. He was here all during the Second World War, and that's why we couldn't get any bananas in the UK. And there was a song during the Second World War saying about there being no bananas.
Well, it's a lovely bunch of bananas. I remember that song. You've got a lovely bunch of bananas. Hey, but hang on. What Canary Islands? That's like an island. That's like in my mind, in the middle of nowhere. Well, off of the west coast of Africa. But what?
7. It's a
what
number
brings
of
you?
islands.
Yeah, what brings you to the Canary Islands?
I think God. Because of how I got here. I didn't ask to come here. I didn't book a flight here. I didn't choose to come here or anything. I was on the circumstances ended me up on the streets in Spain. I was on the streets in Malaga, and I got one of my friends who I hadn't seen him for a couple of years, and I used to work for him, and we were good friends, and he heard about what was going on, and got in touch and said, dude, I'm going to fly you out to Tenerife, and because I'll be able to do my music out here. I'll be able to get work. He said, I know. He said you'll smash it here with the work. Just go and do a couple of free gigs, and you'll smash it. And that's exactly what happened. I came over, I did a couple of gigs, and within 2 months, I was working, contracted, and within a couple of years, I was doing really well, earning just under $1,000 a week. And then the coof, the lockdowns and everything, and Brexit, and it all just went.
Wow, that's interesting.
It was God that basically made it so my friend found out, whispered in his ear or something, and said, help him out. My mate was quite wealthy at the time, so it wasn't really any skin off his nose financially. And also, he knew that if I was over here, I could help him out again. I used to do work for him and stuff. I looked after his children and his dog. And
oh, interesting. Like I've been to Morocco and across the north of Africa, but I never made it to the Canary Islands. But I kind of equate to what you're doing to what I've seen in the Bahamas and the Virgin Islands. The Virgin Islands, you've got people that came from Europe or UK or whatever, start a restaurant or something there, and then need people to, provide musical, music, that sort of thing. So, yeah, so someone like you would kind of fit in almost any kind of what would you call it, recreational, type of a scenario.
Entertaining tourists, basically.
Entertaining, yeah.
And it's mostly English, Irish, Scottish.
Exactly.
There are some Europeans come over. You get Dutch and Germans and Icelandic and Norwegian, Swedish. Not many Americans.
Is there like a local style of music there? Because I know you're close to Morocco,
Spanish.
Which to me is like Arabic music.
This is a Spanish province. It's Spanish.
Spanish. Okay, gotcha.
So it's Spanish music, but just like England and just like America, here has been flooded with immigrants. They all started flooding over in 2020, getting put up in 5-star hotels, getting given cash cards with money on it, and getting given residencia as well. So they're residents now. They're full legal residents of the island. Whilst not giving residencia to other people like myself. Like they still haven't done that yet. I've been here for 8 years.
Oh wow, amazing. Yeah, it's happening all over the world where you've got immigration happening from, seems like a lot of different places, but places where it's not a great lifestyle, not a great income. People are, it's hard to say whether people are moving out because of income levels, that sort of thing, or whether it's they're being really harmed by their governments and they're being forced to leave,
They're being encouraged to come over by the likes of George Soros, and it is a colour revolution. They are doing it specifically to destabilize these nations. 100%. That is exactly why they're doing it.
Well, it seems like it's working.
Have you heard what's going on tomorrow? There's all these reports. Basically, I think it's the Muslim Brotherhood or someone has put out
jihad,
a call to action for for Hamas tomorrow.
Yeah. I was going to mention that. I actually went in my mind just before you mentioned that is something that somebody phoned me and I talked to them for a few minutes and they said, whoa, don't go out tomorrow, whatever you do, and stay home. I don't know what's going to happen, but
I'm
there's something that's like planned worldwide.
I suggested something to a couple of friends of mine earlier, just for a thought, like a thought game kind of thing, but we're filled with fear. We've been like everything is about fear. So all the propaganda is about fear because that's how they control us. Put people into a state of fight or flight, and they don't think straight, and they'll do things that they wouldn't normally do. Their behaviour can be predicted much better, and that's been constant, particularly since, for the last 3 years. Just they turned it on and didn't turn it off. We're led to believe one thing, right? And our mainstream media have done nothing but lie to us about everything. Our government's done nothing but lie to us about everything. Both American and English, they're in cahoots with each other. It's the West, basically. It's this. People think that we're living in, like they're living in nations, countries, nation states. But if you look into it and you look on the Dun and Bradstreet records, you find that every single nation is actually a registered corporation. Nations don't exist anymore. Corporations own this earth, and everything that's going on, every government is owned by the corporations. Corporations are owned by the elites. It's been a plan that's been in motion since the end of the Second World War.
Well, we know that the governments of the world are kind of latched on to the, you might call it the Soros. I call it the globalism. Let's call it globalism. And it seems like the left wingers of the world appear to really have latched on to the globalism and are really pushing it a lot more. And that's why you see something comes up and all of a sudden it's happening in the UK, in the States, in Canada, Australia, and it's being pushed out from a globalist level. And like, I'm sick of it. Like, we saw Trump, poo-poo it when he took over office. He wanted to have nothing to do with globalism, and he was the only one that really had the balls to stand up and say, hey, we don't want to have anything to do with it. But then he got voted out, and it seems like, we're living in a world where the lefties are controlling what the hell is going on, and we're just suffering and taking whatever it is that they decide to do. And that's where we're at here right now. You gotta, I don't know what the solution is. You can't, force people to vote one way or the other. They're going to do what they want to do. So we end up with the kind of
if
bloodbath
your
that we're in
vote
here
ever
now,
mean it,
basically.
do you believe that your vote ever meant anything?
Yeah, I believe that you need to vote. Yeah, I believe that my vote tried to do something. Did it accomplish what I wanted? No, unfortunately.
Do you think it would be possible, at all possible, that actually our vote has never meant anything, and the people that have won have been the people that they wanted to win all the time because they control both sides. So it doesn't matter which side wins.
Well, when you get down to the actual government itself, right, those people never change, right? Those are like your legacy, people that rule countries, they're always going to be there. So sure, you change the guy at the top and a few people below him, but effectively you're not really changing the way the government operates. It still stays the same and keeps chugging along. You could actually get rid of the people at the top and it would probably still chug along.
I think I'm an anarchist, but a true, not this BS version of anarchy that they put out. And when they describe the what happened in 2020 with CHOP and what was the other one?
In Portland.
Yeah, saying that was anarchistic. Painting the picture that anarchy means no laws, no rules, no nothing, just pandemonium. Everybody just does whatever they want. But the reality is that anarchy is about self-governance. It doesn't mean there's no rules. It means that you are expected to know the rules and respect the rules. And the rules are simple. It's natural law. Cause no harm or not loss. Always act honourably, honestly, responsibly, and peacefully. Just don't be a see you next Tuesday. It's really simple. And if you do, you want to take part in, let's say, I have my society and it's an anarchistic society. You want to take part in my society, you basically just don't be a see you next Tuesday. Because if you are, you'll be held accountable. And you can't take life, right? You just can't take people's lives. But so you can't order for somebody to be executed or something like that, but you can banish people. And if you could say you're banished, and if you come back, you will be detained or you will be shot on sight, depending on what their crime was. Because then you could put the ball back in their court. You say you're gone. But if you come back, you raped children. If you come back, you will be shot dead on sight. Well, maybe I don't know. That's a pretty horrific one, actually. So maybe something actually else would have to happen in those circumstances. But it's not about being a lawless society with no rules. It's about there is no man on this earth who has authority over me. Only God. Only the creator of this place and us. It's the only one that has authority over me. Everybody else is born equal. Everybody else, you're no better or no worse. We're born equal.
I think the problem is with anarchy is that people are going to do what they want, and you're not going to have a society that will be able to be coherent. If people can do whatever they want to do, and that's why we have governments to prevent anarchy and to keep the anarchists that are out there.
That's what they've managed to convince everybody that's why we need them. But actually, people are quite decent. On the whole, people are very decent. People protect each other and they help each other. The people have been made not to trust each other. It's the government, and it's the programming, it's the mainstream media, and it's the Hollywood, and all of these shitty, the stuff that they put on HBO and on BBC and Channel 4, on the TV, basically on Netflix. Oh my God, your next door neighbor might actually be a psychopathic, murdering, rapist, Satanist, and you just got no idea. You've got no idea, man. The person 2 doors down could have people locked in his basement. You got no idea. They put out. So look at the serial killers. Every single serial killer, every single person that's gone out and shot a load of people up. They've known exactly who they are. They've had people on them for, they've been on the watch list. But still, they managed to go out and do that. Yeah, because they bloody wanted them to. They wanted them to go out there and do that. They primed them to go out and do that. They might have even had them, MK Ultra or whatever, to go and do that. But they use mentally unstable people to further their goals. They want gun control. I mean, come on. The absolute ridiculousness of gun control. Oh yeah, we want to take guns away from law-abiding citizens to stop criminals. Well, criminals don't give a shit if the gun's legal or not. If they're gonna go and do something like that with it, they don't care if it's legal. They're certainly not going to go and register it. The most gun crime goes off in cities that have the highest gun control.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
Well, in fact, in Canada, we've now taken away the ability for you to actually purchase a handgun. That was the very latest thing that government did. And still, you have people with handguns out there, creating a lot of the crime in the major cities. Like, it's still happening. And what they're doing is they're just bringing them over the border and using them, not registering them. Gun control is for regular citizens, not for criminals, because they're not going to go with it. Yeah,
law-abiding citizens and potential heroes, like people that would, or could maybe prevent something from happening because they have a weapon. They don't ever report how many crimes are stopped by heroes on the street in America.
Well, and crime is getting worse every day, I hate to tell you, in North America. And it's primarily because of the COVID restrictions, the lockdowns and things like that happened over, you had 2 years of that happening. Loss of jobs all over the place because of that. People living on the streets, way more people living on the streets, living in tent cities. Desperation. More drugs, more crime, more people that have been addicted to drugs now than I saw before COVID, because I see them hanging out on the streets. The drug of choice is called Trank. It's the one that makes them hunch over and look at the ground right after they take it.
Where they literally look like zombies. Like
exactly. The Trank is the latest one there.
Up and that's crazy.
Yeah, and they're out looking for the next $20 to get their next hit. And where do they get it? They go out and rob and steal or break into places and whatever. They don't work, and that's a problem on society. It's really bad.
The thing is, I think those people always existed. It's just the police aren't doing what they should.
The police have been instructed by the politicians to not arrest anyone with small quantities of any kind of drug. It doesn't matter what it is. Could be even heroin. Or if they break into a place or steal stuff from a store or whatever, not to prosecute them, to let them go, because it's a small offense, and the guy doesn't have money to pay for it if he does get a fine and whatever. It's an in and out of jail, so why bother even putting him in? So the police, they blame the politicians. Is when you ask the police, why don't you arrest these people for doing small-time crime? They say, well, it's not us, it's the politicians, because they pay us and they tell us what to do, So don't think that the police are working for you to make your life nicer, better, less crime. No, they're out there listening to the politicians, and the politicians are telling them, don't prosecute. So now we're caught in the middle of it. Everyone knows exactly what's going on, but you and I, the guy that's trying to walk down the street without getting mugged, we're the ones that are paying the price.
Do you know the difference between a constable and an officer?
A constable and an officer? I would think that a constable is like maybe, cop, boots on the ground. Officer, I don't know. Like, what are you getting at? Somebody that with an office job that dictates what other people are doing?
No, a police officer. You have police officers and you have police constables. There aren't really any police constables anymore in the UK. It used to be the Bobby on the beat. Wore a funny hat. Do you know the back in the 80s, the police Bobby hats? They wore those funny hats that were quite tall. A police constable is a policeman that basically he's working with common law, natural law, common law. He's actually stopping lawbreakers. Right, lawbreakers being common law. A police officer is a policy officer for the corporation. He's a revenue connector. He's not there for your rights. He's there for the rights of the corporation. He's there to protect the corporation, not to protect you. Police constable is there to protect you. The police officer is there for the corporation.
Oh, that's a new one on me. I didn't know that there was a difference here in Canada. A cop is a cop is a cop over here. And they all do the same thing. I don't know. The only difference is you might have somebody that's a different rank, like a captain or, that kind of a thing.
The thing is,
within the ranking system.
It's very, Canada's parliament and everything is based on the British system, isn't it? So it wouldn't surprise me if actually there used to be police constables in Canada. That maybe not anymore. Yeah, maybe absolutely not anymore.
We use the term cop. We call them cops, which is a constable on patrol. So that's, a derivative of that.
Do you know where cop comes from? It's copper.
No.
Because of they were called coppers because their badge was made of copper.
Ah, okay. That makes sense.
I think
coppers. I know I've heard them called coppers.
I think
but it's more of a British term, coppers.
Yeah. That's where cop comes from, isn't it? Coppers. It's like we call it as a copper. Actually, in the UK we just call them pigs. But
hey, I see you're using Manycam there. What are you using Manycam for? Do you change of your face?
No, I'm not using it for that actually. I'm using it because it's got. The main reason is because it's got the control over the color saturation and everything, but also there's a zoom, and I can.
Okay. And you can do
my
green
camera
screen.
was like this, right? My camera was like this, and I just didn't like it because it's I wanted to be more focused. It looked more like a proper YouTube.
You're right. With the exception, your background is off a little bit. Your green screen.
My green screen. Because what I was doing was putting pictures on there. It did actually work, but I use Restream, not StreamYard, and when I'm using Restream, the processor can't handle it. My computer processor, which is not a bad one, I've got an iMac 5, i5. It can't cope with it, and the camera just locks up. Basically, it lags
at its limit.
Really, really bad.
Yeah, I hear you.
It works better with StreamYard, but I'd need to actually go and light it better. It's not lit very well, so it's not work. I did try and use it, but the other reason is so that I can put my just put my picture on, so I don't have to be on camera. And I can be the never blinking man and have blinking contests with people.
I've got, I use green screen here behind me. It's not green, but you can see there I've removed the picture that I had in there. Whereas what this shot is this is a camera that I have pointed out my window. So I'm actually looking at this view outside of my window, but I've got it shoved in behind me here as my backdrop. But I'll either have that or else I do this kind of a thing. This is with the TV studio in the background.
So I was doing a show with my friend Roxanne for we did it for a couple of years, and it was we did the same. We had like a news backdrop. It was the Wide Awake show live, and we had the backdrop. Get my face off there, man. Don't do that to people. I don't want to see that. So Tommy, I think
we'll make it smaller.
I came across you. Well, actually, I think you came into my chat, and it was right as I was leaving one time. I think I was just you'd not been in for very long, and that's why I went to have a look. To Tommy Temper. Wow. Is that then? I want to see who that is. Is that a troll? Name like that, Tommy Temper. So I went and had a look, and I've just been kind of keeping my eye on not really. I lurk a lot.
That's good. Yeah, I lurk a lot too in people's channels, but I at least like to say hi once. I don't like to lurk without at least saying hi. And yeah, you're right. People, there's one person. Get this, because I have another channel in a different genre. And I know a person really, really well that streams. That's a streamer. And I went into her channel as Tommy Temper, and she didn't know who I was, and she right away thought I was a troll.
No.
And I've gone into her channel probably about 5 or 6 times since then. And every time I go in there, she just ignores me. She doesn't know that she actually knows who I am. Like, she knows me from another channel. I've been on her StreamYard, whatever, to talk and that kind of thing. But yet she just thinks that I'm a troll. It's just that name is a trolly name or something. I don't know why that is, but it is.
It's not that it's trolly. It's just maybe, like maybe you're somebody that likes to rant a lot. Tommy Temper. Maybe you've got a temper and you like to rant. That's just all I thought. Maybe this guy just rants on his channel, and so I came over to have a listen. I was he's not ranting. He doesn't rant.
But people come on here that rant. Like, if you see my guests that come on here, there can be a lot of drama and stuff like that. Okay, this is the deal on Tommy Temper. Up in the corner of the screen, you see the little puppet there. I own that puppet. I got it from my mother. It's like a very old puppet, or whatever you want to call it. And the name of it was Tommy. So when I made this channel was made for Tommy, not for me. It was a puppet channel, and it wasn't going to be me. It wasn't going to be my face. In fact, there was no face on here at all. It was just going to be my voice and the puppet on the channel here. And the purpose of the channel was to rag on political parties, like it was a political channel to go, well, you're doing a bad job. We don't like what you're doing, blah, 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 that kind of a thing.
But I love
so it was Tommy with the Temper channel.
Talking about the puppets. Tommy the puppet,
exactly.
Talking about the puppets. Brilliant. Love it.
Yeah, exactly. So, but anyways, that carried on, and I had about 300 subs for like many years, and I didn't do too much with the channel. I just did it for an election, that kind of a thing. But then the convoy story stuff happened in Canada and the States, so then I used this channel for restreaming of the convoy stuff. So I stuck with the name Tommy Temper, and then modified what the channel was all about, and then concentrated on, trying to get more subs and to produce some better programming and stuff like that, So that's the background on the whole channel.
Brilliant. Hey, I can see some of my guys in, man. We got Joe King. We got, what did I say? I think Forever Love, Joe King, Boston Ray, American Girl, Undoctrinated. That's brilliant. Thank you, guys. Did you come over because it's on my channel? That's blooming brilliant.
Exactly. Let's see. Drop your link. Can you drop your link in my channel?
For my, it says I can post a comment.
If you go over to my YouTube and just type in the word link.
Actually, that's going to post it in my... That's why, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not going to be able to post to yours.
But if you go over to my channel and just type the word link in there, then people can get your channel, and then they can sub up to you, is what we want people to do. And check out
I might not
my
be
channel. I dropped a link in there before.
I might not be everybody's cup of tea. So I've been creating on YouTube for 6 years. This is my third channel. My first channel, they didn't want to get over 5,000 subs, and then they deleted it in 2020 because they didn't like, because me and my friend Roxanne, Roxanne and Janine, we had our Wide Awake show live, and in January 2020 we were telling everybody exactly what was going to happen, and we didn't have to retract any of it because everything that we said came true in the order that we said it would come true in. And not necessarily in the timescales, because we weren't sure of the timescales. And the only thing that we didn't get, the only thing that we missed, was the UKR. The our friend, the homunculus Zelensky. That's the only thing that we didn't actually predict. But YouTube didn't like that at all. And,
so what happened? You got a strike, takedown?
Well, I got my channel deleted.
Wow.
I was getting strikes. I was sharing we were sharing factual information. We were proving.
So you probably got two strikes. You got one strike which sticks with your channel, and then you got two more strikes within a short period of time, and that was it.
You get a warning that sticks with your channel. Your strikes never stick. Your strikes last 3 months. Your warning sticks with your channel. But I was getting, it was like 6 or 7 months it took before they actually deleted me. Or it might have been closer to a year before they actually deleted me. I was on 2 strikes for so long. And then when one strike went, as soon as the one strike went, then another strike. So I was always on 2 strikes. And then one day they just zapped it. And then the next channel, they didn't even let to get to 1,000 subs. They lied through their teeth, saying that I was breaking community guidelines. And because of my channel being deleted before, I was very careful. But I still got deleted. They deleted me. I was at 700 subs. And then this channel, I don't know how long I've had it now. About a year, and it's Right, so this year I've been using this channel, and I've only I haven't hit 1,000 subs on this one either, only 600. But they don't like me. They don't like the things I talk about. So I don't talk about those things anymore. I have to we talk about philosophy, and we talk about stuff, but we don't bother sitting speculating about what's going on too much, because
these platforms do that, where they modify what you do, what you say, and even ultimately what you think, because you can't say certain things. Yeah, you're absolutely right. They have their terms of service, but over and above the terms of service, they have their watchers that are and you've got people that will just rag on you, turn you in for any little thing, and then they go over and have to have maybe a human go over and look at it, or a robot or whatever, and then you get a strike out of it. Like, I've gotten strikes for medical misinformation, election misinformation in the U.S., all kind of stuff that is like, I go, okay, what exactly was it that was said? Well, I don't know, because the feed is gone. They delete the feed, give you the strike, and say, don't do that again. So you go, well, what the hell did I do?
You appeal it, like I had a 1 hour video struck down. I appealed it, and within 30 seconds of me putting the appeal in, it came back saying, we've reviewed your video and decided that we are correct, and you have violated community guidelines. I'm sat there thinking, wow, it was almost on an auto reply. Like, it seemed like an auto reply I got, and you reviewed a 1 hour video in 30 seconds, less than 30 seconds. That's some feat.
It's as if when you got the striker initially, they set it for no manual review. you know, so if you came back to get a review, it's like, no, automatically, no. There you go. I know, it almost seems that way. It was like that with Facebook there too. And I got my whole account deleted off of Facebook. So, you know, not a good deal. But yeah, that happens. It's the controlling factors of these platforms that we're on. It's not the government. Well, it is the government too, because remember, we've seen it happen with the Twitter files, that the government tells the platform what they want and what they don't want. And then the platforms just go, okay, we'll do that. Bend over for them, you know. So a lot of what you're seeing is government initiated, we've found out. We can't do much about it. Hey, I'm going to let you go. I'm going to pull my stream down here. It's the middle of the day. It's such a beautiful day for me here. Let me fly that back in here again. No problem. I'm going to go out for a bike ride on my e-bike here. And yeah, it's like 3:30 here in the 3:45. Kids are home from school here now. So now that they've, you know, said to me, hey, let's go out for a bike ride, we better make a hay while the sun shines, because here in Canada it's starting to get cold. It's only going to be 16 degrees Celsius out there today, and it's getting colder, and pretty soon we're going to have snow, so may as well go out while I can. But thank you very much for popping in here. Thanks, and saying hi, giving us what's on your mind and what goes through your mind. And great to see you guys. We didn't even
scratch the surface there, Tommy. We didn't even scratch the surface.
Exactly. You should
come over onto, if you do ever get a chance and you see that I'm live, pop over and pop on my panel.
Absolutely. When you drop off of here, go into my chat and then type in the word link, and so that people can get your channel link there out of my chat.
Did I not
there.
give you the link there? I thought I'd given you the link.
Oh, hang on a second. Put it in private chat. Put your channel link in private chat.
Right. It's 7843. It's just at 0077843. No, at 0077843. I couldn't get 007, so it was at...
Well, if you drop out of the chat and just go back into my channel and just type in link, the word link, and then my bot will drop your link in my channel.
Oh, right, you've got okay. Nightbot's done it.
The other thing is,
I was going to say that I didn't want to attach it to a Nightbot, but that's okay. It's done. No worries. I don't like bots.
Yeah.
I don't do the bots thing. I don't like them. But that's cool. That's cool, man.
Yeah, I got the bots in there. In fact, one of the bots that I just started, I don't know if it's in there, is what is it? Streamlabs. I don't know if I have a Streamlabs bot in there yet. But that one was supposed to play a game or something.
Well, I will let you go. Thank you very much, Tommy. Hopefully, maybe we're going to have a chat again sometime and go a little bit deeper. There's so much, man. So much.
Sounding good. Appreciate your company. Thank you very much. Have a good day out there in the Canary Islands. Beautiful, beautiful place.
10 to
maybe
10,
one day
10 to
I'll
11.
visit.
10 to 11 at night. But anyway, thanks
beautiful
very much.
weather out there.
To your subscribers, thank you guys. And to mine that
thanks
came over. Love you guys. Peace out.
Okay, very good. Thanks a lot. That's 007 popping into the Temper Show. Appreciate that company. Really nice. Okay, I'm going to hit the road here, and I don't know if I'll come back on there later because we play it by the seat of our pants, but thanks a lot, every one of you, for popping in here today. We do appreciate it, but I'm going to go out for a little bike ride there today, so this should be lots and lots of fun. Let's say, hey, peace, love, and have a great day out there. We love that you've had the chance to stick with us here. Thanks a lot. Herman the Tosser, Cannabis Rex, Butterflies Are Free, American Girl, Angelina Jones, every one of you. Appreciate all of your company. Okay, bye-bye for now. See you later. I'm out of here. Woo! Blowing up the internet. One show at a time.